Hello everyone. Hi, welcome back. How are you doing, guys? It's been a while since our last live stream. I believe almost a week, possibly. Yeah, something
I
like
think
that.
so. Yes, last week. Yeah, okay, I'm checking if the live it's visible on our campaign page as well, and it seems like it. So yes, as every time, please tell us if you are hearing us, you are seeing us on both YouTube or BackerKit, wherever you are. Grazie ovviamente anche a tutti gli italiani che ci seguono. Questa è l'ultima settimana che ci separa dalla fine di questa fantastica campagna di House of Volume 2. Grazie per essere qui. Thank you, everybody.
So, a lot of things happened in the past weeks and in the past week, but a lot of things are still bound to happen in the next 7-8 days. So, I will start with the future for Two Little Mice and this campaign. Sorry, there is a little bit of noise.
And
Yeah,
back up.
Italy for you. And then we will move to the unlocked stretch goal and everything that happened in the past 7 days. So starting from today we are having our it's how many live stream are we going to have? Yeah, I believe we're going to have at least 3 more live stream before the end of the campaign. Usually,
Yes, I think
So-
exactly 3.
yeah, possibly
Or-
we're going
yes.
to have one on Monday, and then I believe
Yes.
one on Wednesday, and one
Last
at the
24
very
hours
end.
and one at the very end. I don't know if we will survive all the final rush. We barely survived last time without
We have been-
an adventure. Let's see
We
what
have
will
been,
happen.
we were smarter this time because we have enabled what is called the overtime mode. If you're not familiar with BackerKit and with our campaigns, overtime mode means that at the end of the campaign will not actually stop, but as long as they are bakers in a 10-minute span, the campaign will go on. So potentially
As long as
forever.
the Backer train is going, the campaign will not stop.
So this time we decided to end because last time we ended the Outgunned Adventure at what was
3
midnight
a.m.
for us. So we ended up at 4 a.m., 3 and something a.m.
Yeah,
So this
something
time we
a.m.
decided to end the campaign a little bit earlier, so we have a little, it's easier for us to follow the
We are,
the overtime.
we aren't getting any younger campaign after campaign. So yes, we
Simone
need
is
to-
not getting any younger.
Rico is because I'm growing old twice the time because Rico like a new kind of immortal. It's giving me all his
all my
years.
years. So yeah.
Thank you.
Definitely.
I agree.
Um,
It's a child, when when you're not in a child, it tends to the black goes away, and the gray starts to happen.
I like the smashing as well.
like-
So, but before the end of this campaign, tomorrow we are going to have, I believe, another live stream. I don't know. We are going to have an announcement regarding
Yes.
Outgunned, regarding our other little RPG, cinematic RPG Outgunned. It's going to be something cool. It's going to be something huge. But we're going to have an announcement tomorrow. I don't know if we're going to do a live stream or just an announcement or a post. But please follow our pages tomorrow around the same hour in our afternoon. We will tell you something. And then the day after tomorrow we have this announcement, and the day after tomorrow we are going to fly to Philadelphia, which is something that you usually want to do at the very end of your biggest crowdfunding campaign. After a big announcement, you want to fly to Philadelphia 10 hours straight.
We have a 9 hours-ish flight, go to like 6 different time zones and be at PAX Unplugged to meet with everybody, you, whatever of you will be there. Yes, that's exactly the right thing to do when you are in your last week on of one of you, probably the biggest crowdfunding campaign of your life.
So yeah, we'll see how we manage, but so that you know, on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we are going to we are flying. What for us is Friday early morning, and we'll be back on Monday very early in the morning. So on Monday we are
Yes.
going to be here, but Friday, Saturday, and Sunday expect to hear a little less from us. We'll still try to make an update a day, and it's not going to be easy, but we will try. So, yeah,
Yes, it is.
it's going to be something, definitely an experience. And that's for the future. So tomorrow, big day, big announcement. Day after tomorrow, we are going to fly to Philadelphia. Saturday, Sunday, you're going to hear a little less from us, but that doesn't mean we are not there. We are just on the other side of the world. And then on Monday, we'll be back doing a live stream to tell you all about Philadelphia and PAX Unplugged. And then it's going to be the final rush, last 3 days of the household campaign. But we'll talk about that on Monday. Now, let's come to the past and present. Shall we? Yeah. Let me see. Where were we? We unlocked a bunch of stuff. This is the Great Owl, digital pack, and then we have the favor contract. I don't know where the frog coin. I believe this one was the last thing that we unlocked. This is for the 300,000 mark. This is, just so you know, this is our second or third campaign, depending how you count them, that reached the 300,000 euros. So for us it's huge. Most of our campaign doesn't even get closer to 300,000, so it's always a great, it's that kind of number that you look at and you realize this is going to be huge. It's that moment when you see the 300, it's okay, this is getting out of hand. So first of all, thank you, and as always, and second, to celebrate, we unlocked something that we perceive as huge, which is both a triangular frog metal coin, which represent a favor token. So basically a token that you receive when you receive the favor of a specific giant frog. And we also unlocked this frog favor. This is the frog, the KFJ, King Frog Jack. And the frog's favor is basically a very powerful contract that will allow you to physically call King Frog Jack to physically help you once in your lifetime if you manage to get this favor. I don't know what can you do to Jack, what can you give to King Frog Jack that he doesn't already have, since he's a powerful king and a giant frog. But if you manage to help him some way, he will maybe grant you his favor. So yeah.
I love that.
So yeah, that was for the 300,000. So basically, we made a heart reveal, and Daniela did the frog art during the campaign. She was extremely fast. We unlock, so the favor, the contract of the frog is going to be accounted in the book for everyone at every level, while the frog's favor triangular metal coin. It's going to be an exclusive for Garden Hero and Household Heroes. Moving on, 310, the Alchemy module for
Yes.
Household and Household Volume 2. So there's already a module for Household Volume 1, a saga of the fragile piece, and a guide, a practical guide to living inside the house in the work. They are pretty much ready.
Yeah, they are closing.
And the guys at Alchemy will also, thanks to this stretch goal, start working on Household Volume 2 and a saga of the Long Winter, as long as we have written, the books. This is, we already talked about this, but I don't know, Simone, if you want to present all the stretch goals, it's a huge thing we are doing with Alchemy.
It's a very huge thing because thanks to these stretch goals, we try to level up all the different household backers that was, based in different campaigns. So once when we unlock the stretch goal, we are sure that every backers in this campaign will have the alchemy module of everything they buy in digital or physical format. So if you have, for example, just volume 2 in digital and physical format, you will have volume 2. If you have everything there is, you will have everything there is, and so on and so forth. But it's not it, because if you are a backers of the very first household campaign, the one from 2 years ago, 1 year and a half ago, I don't remember, 2 years ago, probably, time runs fast, you will also get for free the alchemy module for volume 2, Saga of the Fragile Piece, and the practical guide to living inside the house.
Volume 1.
Volume 1. I said it for sorry, volume 1, of course. I also did the one with my thing. Volume 1, Saga of the Fragile Piece, and the practical guide to living inside the house. Even if you were a backer of the Adventures in the Household campaign, and you choose the original household pledge, you will as well receive those the three original books in alchemy module. And to not leave anyone behind, if you were backers of Outgun Adventure campaign and you choose as an add-on the full household all-in, you will as well receive Household Volume 1, Practical Guide, and the Saga of the Fragile Piece as alchemy module as well. So there's a lot of
2 years
of codes.
basically. Yes. So it took some work, but thanks to the guys at Alchemy, this was possible. So basically, almost in every possible way you brought household from us, you are going to receive the Alchemy module as well. So yes, took part to the original household campaign, Adventures in the Household campaign with an original household pledge or add-on, Outgunned Adventure choosing the Obra Omnia add-on, or this campaign you're going to receive the Alchemy models, which are very extremely cool.
Yes.
To be honest, we've
I
seen
mean, if
something,
you don't know and if you don't own the Outgun model that was recently released on Alchemy, they developed an entire reroll system, more or less just for us, and it's working pretty well. People over there are very, very happy about it. So yes, we are thrilled.
Moving on, 320, the Devil's Flower Mantis. Now, this particular little beast, it's a colossal beast, and it would be a problem for a human, I believe, because it's like this big. Yeah. It's extremely huge. Big. It's huge. It shouldn't exist. So yes, this is going to be one of the new colossal beasts added to Household Volume 2, and this is a very Shinigami themed kind of monster, kind of colossal beast. So expect to find it in the backyard of the house, and it's going to be able to offer you, as this is a colossal beast, a contract, a specific contract, as the famous beast did in Household Volume 1, but also a favor. It's going to be extremely rare to receive a favor from a Devil's Flower Mantis, because this is a non-sentient animal. Only the frog that you know of is the only sentient speaking, animal. So it's going to be a little bit harder to receive a favor from a Devil's Flower Mantis, but it's possible. As always, I don't know what you can do or get to a giant Devil's Flower Mantis to earn her favor, its favor. I don't know, but you can try. And by the way, raise your hands if you are surprised that the giant mantis got wings, because I didn't know that, and I'm.
Oh no, me neither. We are discovering a lot of useful information about animals in general, bugs, spiders, and small mammoths while working on Household, I must admit.
Jay, I agree with you, but also maybe you should watch closely at the tiny little great sister under it to understand that the how huge this kind of beast actually is.
Mantis got wings. Also, a lot of wings.
I know Mantis got wings, but this is, it's huge. It shouldn't be able to fly up to a certain dimension. They should stop flying. Like no, that's not for you. Stay down. Moving on. Oh, we unlocked an art book upgrade. I'm sorry Daniela is not here at the moment, but she's very thrilled about this, because when she did the beautiful art for the season screen of Household Volume 2, she did this black and white line art that you can see on the right, and it's extremely cool. Daniela loves black and white, but of course on an RPG book we prefer to use full color art, but she was really fond of this particular line art. There was no space in the books, of course, for a black and white repetition of an existing art, and so we came up with this idea of having a premium kind of thick, high quality paper and papers at the end of the this is I don't know how to describe end papers. I believe it's a common word, end papers. It's on the back of the cover, like basically, and so this will highlight this particular piece of art, and Daniela is still undecided if it's going to be the same on both end papers. Usually in art book it's the same, but she also has idea to make two different one, which is kind of weird, but it's going to be her call.
Yes.
So we'll see. But this is basically a stretch goal for Daniela. So thanks from Daniela. We cannot do polls for Grelo for all the art stuff, what's going to be on the art book, because this is Daniela's art book. She's very very firm on what she wants and what she doesn't want, and I believe she has all the right, so we cannot impose her anything on this. Household coloring books, it's been said before, but we do RPGs, we don't do coloring, but I don't even know where to start to do a coloring books, and I anticipate it wouldn't be a top seller in our audience. But never say never. Moving on, 340, yeah, probably. 3 new Wayfarer. It's a hard word for me. Wayfarer vocation. The Wayfarer is a new profession that you will find in Household Volume 2. So it's the 7th profession in Household. Is a profession for littling who basically travel for a littling. We already had 3 vocations. One was the we presented the traveling artist, we presented the valet. We are going to have mailmen, or I don't know what's the gender neutral term for a mailman in English. I'm sorry. That's
I don't remember as well. But
postal office officer, agent. I don't know. Sorry about that. Really, I'm missing some words sometimes. But also we are going to have settlers, and this guy that you can see on the right, his name is Lachlan Victorious Galloway, and he is a settler. So a settler is basically a littling that travels throughout the garden to try and build a settlement, a city, a town, something, which is extremely difficult in the garden. But our good Lachlan Victorious Galloway will
yes,
definitely try. He is a barghest, so new outside folk also, and yes, I'm very happy. There was a lot of compliments for this particular character. I'm always this is kind of a weird character for the household setting, but it's I am happy that you appreciate it. Yeah. Moving on, 350. We like round numbers, so we had to do something a little bit more special. We did finally a golden lamination on all the covers of the 2 books and on the cover of the Opera Omnia Volume 2. So they will match the golden lamination that we did on the first books. You can see the line on the side, it's laminated, the little writing is laminated, and the logo is laminated as well. And we are going to do this also for Household Volume 2. We say the golden laminated logo, but we are going to do the whole thing. So someone asked, but it's just because it's easier to convey as a golden laminated
stuff around the cover.
Yeah.
It was more difficult.
Just to present. This is always the most difficult stretch goal to convey. It's very hard to represent the goal because there's already a golden texture on the logo, like on the side we have this gold-like texture. This is not a lamination, it's not shiny, but it still looks like gold. So when we do the mock-ups, it's hard to differentiate the 2 of them. So yeah, but we tried. Moving on, what we have, we are there. We are at we are
the last one, 360,000 euros was the giant mole. We unlocked another colossal beast. Yes. It's not very pretty, I must admit, and it's very scary, like outright terrifying. A giant mole that can also, attack you from below, do a lot of damage to settlements and littlings alike.
Because moles were a part of the since there is an underground city and there is an underground in Household Volume 2. So we talk about the citadel, which is all built underground. We talk about this series of tunnel that you can use to create your own dungeons or to move around, and it's going to be extremely dangerous, of course. And moles are enemies that you can fight. But we decided also to introduce a new colossal beast, which is a giant mole, and it actually have a name. It's called the Moloch, or the Blind King, the Claws of the Underground. This is a very kind of legendary monster in Household, and it will also be able to grant you a contract or even a contract of aid, which is what we call a favor. Again, it's not going to be like King Frog's Jack favor. The Blind King does not speak, it's not a sentient, it's not an intelligent beast, it's just a monster, it's just a colossal beast, but still, if you manage to help him somehow, he might grant you his favor. And I believe it's going to be extremely satisfying when you are in danger to call up to the giant
for
ball
help,
favor,
you will
coming
emerge from the ground.
from the ground, killing your enemies.
Whatever you fighting in this moment.
Yeah, weird looking cat. It's possibly I know we had an owl, we had a giant frog. There's some stuff around, but this is probably going to be the hardest boss fight in Household Volume 2. We are already playtesting it, we are discussing with Simone, and this is probably going to be the hardest, because it's hard to fight underground, it's hard to fight with something that comes from the underground, so it's going to be a tricky fight, I believe. You can always run, of course.
It's the most, sensible thing to do.
And then we announced two more stretch goals. One, we know three actually. We know that at 370 in a little, I believe we are 1K.
A little less than 1,500 euros, 1,450 euros, I think.
At 370, we will have a new special kind of equipment. And 380, we will have 3 new vocations for the criminal profession, which is going to be the perfect excuse to introduce you to a very special character from the saga of Long Winter, which is a Shinigami criminal that I know you are going to love.
Yes.
First of all, because it's going to be an older character. Usually household characters are pretty young, around in their 20s, or in volume 2 in their 30s. This is one of the older one. I believe it's going to be in his 60s, if I recall correctly. So it's possibly the oldest playable character.
I think so. In the new saga.
So you will see. You will see.
Yes, I think so, but I need to check.
Need to
it's very hard, also keeping track of dates and when they were born, etc.
I need to calculate how old is Pierre at the beginning of volume 2.
Yeah.
And also we have revealed that for the 400,000 euro we will make something very, very, very special, because it's something that we have never done in the past, and it's out of scale for our usual stretch goal, and it's the dice scroll, which is basically it's going to be a 4-letter scroll that you can unwrap, and inside it has a zipper, a ziplock, and you can put your dice inside and then use it as a dice mat, a rolling mat, but also you can wrap it, of course, and use to carry your dice. Is going to be the Household 2 logo and engraved, and yeah.
I don't know how it's called on
yeah,
but
it's going to be.
You got the idea.
It's
I think engraved.
So I hope you like this the surprise of the dice scroll. It's extremely really it's just dumb expensive. It's one of those things that we never even thought about before starting this campaign. This we never taken in consideration doing an object like this before, but since the campaign is going really out of scale and we really wanted to do something special for this campaign, I believe this was a cool idea. But you know, you'll be the judge of this. And this is going to be our final achievement for the 400,000 euros if we manage to go
We are
that far.
31,000 and something euros away from this huge, let me say another time, huge achievement. So who knows? We'll see where this campaign will lead us in the next 7 days. I don't know, 8 days, I think, because it's yeah, Tuesday, no, Thursday next week.
I believe that's enough for today. Before we leave, I want just to remind you to keep an eye open for us tomorrow. We are going to make a huge announcement about Outgun and its future. It's going to be cool, so please be around on our Discord, on YouTube, on Facebook, whatever, or on Instagram. It's going to be sudden, so be there. Keep your eyes open. And also, before we leave, I wanted to show you, we didn't unlock it we always hope to unlock something during a live stream, right before the live stream. We didn't this time, but you know, good days, bad days during a campaign. But I wanted to show you at least the art for the web wraps. It's a lot of
it's not an easy word from the Italian.
Yeah.
Web wraps.
Okay, so these are the web wraps. What's a web wrap? It's a wrap made of spider webs. And it's something that will help your littling if they know how to use it and if they can care for them properly, to be as silent, as stealthy as a spider, and also possibly to move on spider webs without getting
alerting,
without sticking to them or alerting the spiders. So that's going to be a pretty cool object to have, especially if you live in some of the zones in the backyard where, you know, spiders are more common. I believe that's enough, but we'll tell you more in the future. This is going to be, I believe it's going to be a fan favorite item soon enough once you start playing. I believe that's it. We're going to see you tomorrow, and we're going to see you day after tomorrow at PAX Unplugged. So be there in Philadelphia. Come and say hi. Bring cookies.
Of course, we also have someone asked. We will share some photos of us there, so you can, be advised of what we will be doing over there. I hope it's not too freezing because we are not. It will be. I know. We are not very used to, but we will, I hope, manage to survive and then be back on Monday to. I should say guide you, but it's like to suffer together with you through our final rush. That's more like it. So again, thank you guys for being there, for following us every single time we want to rambling about something. And remember, it's the final week to Household Welcome in the Garden BackerKit campaign. Thank you again, and see you tomorrow if you want to follow us. during a very special
Bye
event.
guys, we'll see you tomorrow
Bye.
and we'll see you in Philadelphia in 2 days.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yes.